What's going on, guys? It's Hayden, and welcome to the Week 1 recap for the Magma League. We're going to be going through 3 of the battles with replays and 3 of the battles without replays. I don't think I'm going to be doing the battles that finish 4-0 or worse with replays. And then for the award races, I'm going to show the MVP rankings. I'm not going to be showing the defensive MVP or the support Mon of the year because we don't have enough data yet. And so there's a bunch of Mons tied, and I don't really feel like putting 10 Mons out there. But let's go ahead and jump into the first battle. We have the Virginia Merrills versus the Logan Lopunny. As you can see, some of the coaches have given me their Poke Paste, so we know their sets. Virginia Merrills are bringing a Choice Scarf Gardevoir, a Leftovers Slowbro, a Choice Scarf Darmanitan, so dual Scarfers. Looks like a Choppleberry Kyurem, a Mega Absol, and a Chestoberry Cofagrigus. As you can see, the background remover did a number on their sets, so I'm trying to get you guys the best I can. And then Logan Lopunny is bringing Mega Lopunny, Sylveon with Leftovers Rotom Wash, Expert Belt, Jirachi, Rocky Helmet Tentacruel, and Light Clay Superior. Let's go ahead and see how that battle played out. as you see, the Lopunnies were able to win this 1-0. They were up 5-2 at turn 27, and it did look like it was going to be a big win. And then Virginia almost pulled out the reverse sweep with Gardevoir and Slowbro, but it ended up being just short. Mega Lopunny ended up getting 3 kills, while Sylveon also picked up 2. And then on the Virginia Merrill side, looks like Gardevoir and Slowbro both picked up 2 kills. And for those wondering about the crit return at the end, it did not matter, as Mega Lopunny did live 1 Psychic. So unless Slowbro itself got a crit on the Mega Lopunny, there wasn't anything much to change about this battle. But it did come down to the last 2 mods, and it was a great match for week 1. Moving on to the second battle, we have the Denver Dracos going up against the Moss Deep City Sharpedos. The Dracos have Mega Swampert, Air Balloon Aegislash, Eject Button, Politoed, Leftover Shaman Sky, Choice Scarf Landorus, and Rocky Helmet Wobbuffet. And then I did not receive the Pokepaste for the Sharpedos, but they are bringing Aerodactyl, Virizion, Starmie, Crocodile, Chandelure, and Mega Pinsir. So let's go ahead and get into that battle. And as you can see, the Denver Dracos did come out on top 2-0. A clutch waterfall flinch from Mega Swampert onto Virizion early on gave the Dracos the momentum in the battle, and they did not let up. It's also something to be worried about when playing against this team is waterfall flinches from Mega Swampert, then air slash flinches from Shaman Sky can turn the tide into any battle. And then on the Sharpedo side, it was a great battle. Really liked everything that they brought. Mega Pinsir ended up getting 2 kills, and then on the Draco side, Mega Swampert got 3 kills, and Shaman Sky also got 2. And then let's go ahead and the last battle that we're going to look at, replay-wise, in the Fiend City Froakies and the Toronto Tyrantrums. I did not get the Pokepaste for either of them, so on the Froakie side you have Sableye, Hydreigon, Keldeo, Cacturne, Excadrill, and Hippowdon. And then on the Tyrantrum side you have Greninja, Garchomp, Feraligatr, Victini, Aromatisse, and Fortress. let's go ahead and look at this battle. As you guys can see, the Froakies did pull out this win, as Keldeo and Excadrill in the sand turned out to be too much for the Tyrantrums this time. The Tyrantrums did, though, play well around Sableye in the beginning to keep their physical attackers healthy, but in the end, the Froakies do come away with a 2-0 win. Froakies had Keldeo go 3-0, and Excadrill also picking up 2 kills, while the Tyrantrums had Greninja pick up 2 kills on their side. On to the next battle, we have Multiscale beating these Pokemans 5-0. As you can see, these Pokemans brought Mega Diancie, Heatran, Zapdos, Cryogonal, Mesprit, and Diggersby, and Multiscale, who has all 3 of the Therians, brought Wakanberry, Tornadus T, looks like Choice, I bet that's Choice Specs, Thundurus T, Iceberry, Landorus T, Mega Blastoise, Weakness Policy Metagross, and Life Orb Infernape. And looks like Infernape picked up 3 kills, and Metagross also picked up 2 kills, while Mega Diancie on the Pokemon side picked up their lone kill. Moving on, we have Strolling Ashton against the Vancouver Chiyu, with the Strolling Ashton coming up 5-0. They had Charizard, Scizor, Gliscor, Whimsicott, Skarmory, and Zoroark, and the Chiyu brought Galvantula, Mew, Floatzel, Talonflame, Tyranitar, and Mega Pidgeot. Looks like Gliscor picked up 3 kills and Zoroark picked up 2. Then on the Chiyu side, Floatzel picked up the lone kill for them. And then our last battle of the week, we have the Sunset Rose Meowstic picking up the 5-0 win over newcomer Nova Umbreon. The Meowstic brought Mega Mawile, Flame Orb Milotic, Life Orb Leafeon, Focus Sash Heliotop, Heat Rock Ninetales, and Choice Banded Seismitoad. And then the Umbreons brought Blaziken, Gardevoir, Donphan, Sceptile, Dragonite, and Lantern. Looks like Leafeon picked up 3 kills and was the only mon on the Meowstic to pick up more than 1, with Mega Mawile, Milotic, and Ninetales all picking up 1 kill each. Then on the Umbreon, it looks like Blaziken picked up their lone kill. And now let's see the MVP rankings after the first week. As you can see, we have 5 mons tied at 3 kills, 0 deaths. And that is the Leafeon for Meowstic, Gliscor for the Strolling Astion, Infernape for Multiscale, Mega Lopunny for the Lopunny, and Keldeo for the Froakies. And this is another thing, while I didn't want to do the defensive MVP or the support MVP or the low tier MVP, because we just have so many mons tied. I believe for low tier though, Leafeon would be our low tier MVP so far, but as for the other ones, we have a lot of mons right next to each other, and I didn't want 15 taking up the screen. But that does conclude this week 1 recap. Please let me know what outcome surprised you the most, and what team looks the best after this week 1. And I should have power rankings coming out on Wednesday. And for that, thanks for watching.